And now to the everybody panel.
Welcome everybody to the all guest panel.
I got a question about the Game Chasers panel.
What?
Did we even for like a second talk about retro video games?
No.
I can't hear you talking about ghosts and stuff. Like what?
Well, you missed the best part. We talked about pooping and Dr. Pepper ass crack.
Oh, dude, you want to talk about pooping, man? Don't eat that. Yeah, I heard she was like really burnt out.
What's going on, man? Have a seat, Andre.
Were you there or not?
Nice.
Andre Meadows, everybody.
I would.
I would.
How you doing? Spoke this week.
It's the all guest
I
last
know, because
panel.
I'm so nervous being around you.
So for those of you new, this is a Retropalooza tradition. We get all the guests that want to participate up here, and it's basically, well, like the last 2 hours of free-for-all, anything y'all want to talk about. So this is, and I get kind of sappy for a minute. Thank you, and thanks for the staff for dealing with me, because I'm a fucking prick. And yeah, you're an asshole. Oh God, and just, you know what though, thank y'all, because this can't happen unless y'all are coming to it, so give yourselves a hand. We're gonna go down the list, introduce everybody here. So, okay, I've been asked all weekend, you know, we're coming back next year, we're doing the, things are looking good. Yeah, we'll be back next year. We're going to look into possibly, no promises, maybe going to a bigger venue, something more centrally located.
Yay.
Ooh, no?
Yay.
Yay. Okay, I'm just, all right, my bad. Just trying to do things for y'all, make it easier, shit. So I don't know, but no, I'm actually meeting with a venue tomorrow morning before I go home, so thank you. Plus Retropalooza 5, which is where all this started, up in DFW. That's October 7th and 8th, if you want to go to that. And we have some returning Houston guests. Most of these guys have been to a Retropalooza in some shape or form. Gamester 81, his first time out here in Houston. This is your second total, third total?
Yeah, I went to the Dallas show 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so you've done
Two.
two. Would have been three, but you couldn't make it last October. Right. Okay. Tyler Espin. I'm white. Say your name.
Esposito.
Okay, you can say it in the mic. All right. So I Retro Gamer.
I'm
Plug
Tyler
yourself.
Esposito with iRetro Gamer, and this is George.
Yes, and I'm George, also known as G, also from my Retro Gamer.
And this is their second show. They've been to everyone. Houston.
Yeah, we're from H-Town, so.
He's from the north, I'm from the south, so hey, it all works out.
Oh yeah, they're local guys too. I forgot about that. So give him a hand. We got Gaijin Goomba. This is his second Houston one and fifth total, something like that. So we love having him. And you're moving to DFW. So say anything or not? Or
No,
did?
we're trying to move to Dallas Fort Worth area like sometime around August, something like that.
That'd be awesome. That'd be good. Yeah. His first Retropalooza ever, Ant Dude. This is your first time to Texas, isn't it?
First time ever in Texas.
Okay, well, sorry it had to be in Houston.
And I still have not had Whataburger.
Yeah, have you had Whataburger?
No Whataburger.
That way, we'll take care of it. Relax. We get it. I'll tell you this: you ever been to In-N-Out?
No.
Well, you're not missing much. Don't go.
Be careful what you say around Entree and Gerard.
I wish Gerard was up here. Actually, I wish Alex was here.
Yeah.
Because me and him go all the fucking time about In-N-Out and Whataburger, and he's from California, so
Why do
he
you
has a hard
say
time.
Whataburger?
It's Whataburger.
Whataburger.
It's Whataburger.
Whataburger.
Wada. I don't say water.
He grew up in Columbus, so he's allowed to call.
Yeah, that's where it started. Do something. Go back to Phoenix. Actually, there's Whataburger in Arizona.
Oh,
Do you guys know that? It goes from like like Arizona all the way out to Florida, but I don't think anywhere north of.
Yes, we have them in Arkansas. We have 2 in my hometown.
Okay. See, I was gonna say anything north of Oklahoma. You guys are right there with Oklahoma, though. So.
A little bit higher, but
Yeah.
They're not in California, right?
Not in California. No. No.
Burger gang warfare, you know, you can't.
Yeah.
You grew up in Corpus?
Here we go. Hang on, guys. Billy needs attention. Yeah, Corpus Christi.
Yes. Yes. I grew up in Corpus.
You grew up in Corpus? Well, join the Corpus. Before you do that, suck these nuts.
Andre Meadows, everybody.
Every time someone has to suck nuts and then they introduce me. Every time. Yes, Andre, Black Nerd Comedy on YouTube, and this is my first Retropalooza in Houston, and like my 4th total. Yeah, overall. So thanks for having me back, guys. Thanks for having me. And I've had all the burgers, so. I even had the Grand Mac or whatever.
Dude, that Grand Mac. Let me tell you Grand Mac challenge story real quick. So, I love fucking McDonald's. I don't give a fuck. I love that shit, right, Eric?
What's not to love?
Tits. So, me and my son would go to McDonald's. He's 9. And he's like, yo, let's do the Grand Mac challenge. I'm like, what's the Grand Mac challenge? I've never heard of this. He goes, well, we just order the Grand Mac and we eat it. Okay, that's easy enough. Y'all know what Grand Mac is? Okay. Okay. He's 9, all right? He comes up to about here. This dude, I swear he has a hollow leg. We go to Subway, foot long, eats it all, okay? I can only take the 6-inch. Waiting on that. So we go and we both get the Grand Mac and we eat it. And I'm not really digging into the fries too much, right? Because I know you eat too much fries, you're not gonna eat. I don't want to look like a bitch in front of my kid, you know. So we eat the burgers and I'm like, God damn, I'm kind of good, dude. And he's like, hang on, I'm not done yet eating fries. He ate everything, made me look like a fucking pussy. But we left hurting, both of us. But we didn't shit blood.
Damn straight.
Hey, Jay, tell them about the McDonald's van that you saw.
The McDonald's van? Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah.
So, there's a game convention in Los Angeles area called SoCal Retro Gaming Expo, and the guy who runs it, his dad used to have a couple of McDonald's franchises. So they own this store called Frank & Sons out there, and you know how like we have indoor bazaars here with all the I'm just gonna say it, fuck it, all the Mexican shit and all that. You know what I'm talking about? Thank you.
Yeah.
But the indoor stuff, right? So imagine this building like that, except toys and games and all kinds of nerd shit like we like, okay? Well, he's got this whole section that's a warehouse of just, you know, when people vacate, they don't pack up and move all the stuff out, or they got to kick them out because they owe money, they keep their shit, whatever. Well, there's a whole fuck ton of McDonald's memorabilia.
He's the largest McDonald's collector in the world. Or
Something like that, yeah. And his dad has this McDonald's van. It's like the big Grand Caravan.
Like a Ford, was it a Ford? Like
It was a Ford van, but it was like the Econo line, right? With the, you know, back in the 80s, they had the ones with the VCR and the TV and all that shit, and like you knew someone at school who had it because they were fucking rich, and you had to take food stamps for lunch. But I mean, it's a personal thing. But no, it was really cool because everything inside was McDonald's, even like the hubcaps, so the centerpieces on the wheels had the McDonald's logo
They
on
had
it.
felt that was embroidered with McDonald's,
Yeah.
and all the characters, like
Mayor
McDonald's.
McCheese and the Hamburglar and all that shit. It was pretty
Cell
fucking
phone
dope.
too for like 80
Yeah.
something.
Wood Hawker from Beat 'em Ups, ladies and gentlemen. Originally from Australia, like I said, we're trying to convert him into a Texan. And
I think at this point I'm like less Australian than I am Texas. I think the sweet tea has pushed out all the Australian blood.
he's a Textralia. This is your second Houston show and 4th overall? 5th overall.
I mean, everyone except the first. Yeah.
Okay, everyone except the first. And these last two gentlemen have been to every single Retropalooza since even the first one in that 5,000 square foot building in Arlington where, shit, I didn't even have badges for that show actually. But 8-Bit Eric and Alpha Omega Sin. So outside of me and Billy, which I don't necessarily think we count as going to every single one, these two guys have not missed a single Retropalooza. Norm would have been the third, but he had to cancel last minute on this show. Hey.
He had to go to a wedding.
That was not. Yeah. You guys are like old school.
Not just that, but we helped set up. We did bad.
Yeah, I'm the only convention that puts the guests to work. So if you guys come in early, I'm gonna make you fucking work for your plane ticket. they've stuffed badges. You know, they've helped set up the.
Help family if you help people get the fuck out.
It's true, basically.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. Okay, Chief. Yeah, he's been to every single one too, but he's too good for us apparently.
He's making money.
So.
He has to pay.
Okay, he's making money.
He has to pay the toll roads.
Don't get me started on that dumb shit. So, everybody give these guys a hand for me, please. I do definitely want to thank the staff, the volunteers. Nobody gets paid off of this. Most conventions are run off volunteer work, and I have an extremely good team of volunteers that I trust, and without them, this would just not be possible because I can't be everywhere at once, even though I would try. So give the staff a hand for me, please. Part of the staff is my web guy, he's the only one who has to deal with me literally all year long when it comes to running these things. So he has patience. Give him a hand. He is actually here, but I'm not going to cut him out. And give yourselves a hand. Like I said, without people through the door, we can't make this happen. So we're going to open this up to questions. I guess we got, 48 minutes? So anything and everything, nothing's off limits. Well, if you've been in here the last 2 hours, you know that already. Yes, sir, up front.
Have any of you ever fired any kind of firearm, any kind of shotgun?
You know where the fuck you're at? Okay, that's a good question.
I fired a tank, son.
I fired a light zapper, a light phaser.
Super Scope 6?
Yeah.
Menacer. He's in the military.
Does a PlayStation Move count? I don't know. Maybe Wii Zapper? Possibly.
What was the Sega one?
Menacer.
The Menacer.
That's right.
I shot an evil clown at a shooting range.
That's the greatest name, Menacer. I mean, who wouldn't buy a light gun called the Menacer? Menacing.
When I first came to Texas, when I started dating my girl, I got to her farm. She lives on a farm in the middle of nowhere with her granddad. And the second I walked through the door, her granddad was like, "Nice to meet you," in like the Texas accent, however it sounds. And I was like, "Nice to meet you too." And then he leaned in and he went, "Y'all ever fired a gun?" And I fired a gun, and it was pretty fun.
Which gun?
I can't remember what it was called. It was actually kind of piss weak. I was meant to fire the shotgun. That was going to be next, but then she dumped me, so. But it's cool because I have Jay now.
I'm gonna pass on holding a gun in Texas. I think I'm good. I'm actually a little nervous just holding this microphone. I'm like, Mike, I swear. Next question.
I love that you can make fun of your blackness.
But if you do it, I swear to God.
Yeah, I can't do it. I'm just saying, I'll let you do it. Okay, so wait, I got a question. Like, do you two see each other here and be like, "No, I'm supposed to be the only one"?
Not their team movie.
Exactly.
You know, I felt that, and I've even actually, some people have actually thought that I was you. And I'm like, what?
Oh, you all look alike? Is that what you're trying to say?
Dude, this is it. Every person that has a black friend with glasses comes up to me and goes, "You know, you look just like my friend."
Yep.
They can be 7 feet tall, 4.
Good question. Next. Up here.
Are you dressed up as the guy from Kung Fury right now? You're the Kung Fury guy, right?
Give this guy a hand.
Texas, get down.
Andre Duck.
I just thought this was how he dressed. I thought it was like, that's
Well,
the
you
coolest.
notice when he pulled that out, there's kind of a hush in the audience. Like, wait.
Out of nowhere, if there was a sexy ass woman in front of you, for $1 million, would you slap her ass?
Yes. Yes.
Eric, is this question for Eric? Because he's already left.
Hold on. I did not bid for actual laugh.
You mean like a donkey ass?
Like a donkey? Like, what?
No, would you like to slap her for $1 million? Clearly. Just
slap her.
See, now
Oh,
it's
so we're
different.
getting
Are you
violent
asking
now.
us if we would violently hit a person for money?
Camera, man.
Is she willing to split it? Like 50-50?
Hey, wait. Do you want to come down and we'll ask you?
I think with my hands I do some serious damage. I don't know.
I look forward to that blog tomorrow.
I like seeing like those memes like, would you shoot your friend for 10 million? I'm like, give him the fucking gun. Fuck Billy.
Do you have $1 million?
Got $1 million bucks.
So what is your answer?
What is your answer?
Answer? Yeah, your own question.
Yeah.
My own question.
Answer to your own question.
I'm sorry, ladies, but yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I'm sure some ladies would slap you for less than $1 million at this point.
I have a question. Do you have a girlfriend?
Yes.
Oh, well, I was hoping you'd say no. Because I had like a killer lineup, but okay, just Kung Fury your way back to the seat, I guess.
Fuck yourself. Is she here?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's why.
Oh, she has an ice pack on her face at home.
I want to point out, I want to say right now, my wife is giving me the evil eye right now.
What happened?
Why? Is she all like, I didn't get $1 million?
Okay, hang on. Wait a minute, girlfriends, wives. Would you get hit for $1 million bucks?
Honey, if I would you let
Really?
me slap you for $1 million?
If I get half of it.
No, like let someone hit you, you get $1 million.
Who's the one
Who cares? You're getting the money. That's irrelevant.
Like a millionaire with
Who's doing the
Mike
hitting?
Tyson. Mike Tyson punch.
No, I wouldn't even take that for $1 million. Fuck that. Nope. I don't know. Like your husband or boyfriend, he's the one who has to hit you.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Oh, she said you hit like a woman. Look, for $1 million, punch the fuck out of me. I'm just saying.
Hey, I'll take a shiner for a week if you're gonna give me a
Exactly.
Sure.
Exactly. That's a
How about the nuts?
very odd question.
Kicking the nuts.
Kung Fury.
I'd still do it.
Thanks.
Jay, kicking the nuts for $1 million.
Kicking the nuts for $1 million. Okay, hang on. Oh God. Look. You can just graze nuts, and that shit fucking hurts. Like you're like, did that just? Fuck it did. Yeah, I don't know about that. one.
That
That's a
wind
little
last night was like, hey.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you have taken this in a totally different direction.
Yes, ma'am.
Have any of you actually got kicked out from a boat, except for the ones that were talking about the boat?
Have any of us ever gotten creeped out from a ghost, except for those of us who answered earlier? So, with me and you, right? So, any creepy ghost, shadow people stories
like
or
a ghost
anything?
story.
You got one?
Okay, so this is kind of a weird answer, but apparently the house where I grew up for like 16 years was apparently haunted, and no one told us. And so what happened is like, I always felt like there was like shadows and stuff, and I'm just a kid, so I don't know any better. So we leave, and the neighbors apparently start boarding up like the yard and whatnot, and people are like, "Oh, dude, there's pentagrams in your basement and stuff," and I'm like, Why did none of you tell me that I lived in a haunted house for 16 years?
Have you ever seen?
Right? But no, because like apparently when we moved, things got worse. So apparently we made the ghost happy, or so I was told.
Poltergeist.
That's creepy.
You're a good guy. You spread the essence.
I like this guy. I was gonna rip his bones out, but it's cool. Yeah. I was gonna kill you, but you know what? Let's just go to GameStop. It's all good. This guy. You leave. Yeah, let's go to Babish's, kid. We're gonna have a good time. And the next family came in. Oh, these guys, they're going down. You're nothing like Goomba.
So I was like a ghost, to answer your question, I was a huge Ghostbuster as a kid growing up. Like I had everything. I had the proton pack, I had all the toys. So any ghosts that wanted to mess with me, they didn't want to mess with me.
Did you have the gun that like shot the little marshmallow thing?
No, I didn't have that. I had the gun that literally projected an image of a ghost on the wall, and it went, you know, like, it was, you know, yeah. So yeah, no ghosts coming around me.
Nice.
Question, anybody? You got a ghost story? No?
There was a scary guy that was wearing a black jacket and a red shirt and asked if I would slap somebody for the That was pretty scary.
Over here, yes sir. Favorite obscure console, not Nintendo or Sega? The Switch.
Oh wait.
I mean,
because it's like I would say the Famicom disc system, because it's like it's got some weird stuff. I know it's Nintendo, but it had some weird stuff on it. Like I've been going through looking for like old Japanese games to stream that are like no one's ever seen these before, and some of them get weird, like 18 and over weird. And this is Nintendo before the 16-bit era. So, is that okay to say? I guess that counts. All right.
Oh, I didn't think of anything. It's Nintendo, but I have a Panasonic Q, and that's my favorite obscure system. But it's Nintendo, so I cheated.
I want nice. Yeah, I know. Go ahead. Go ahead. A couple, probably a Neo Geo's probably up there. I like the Amiga CD32, if you guys ever played that. That's a good one. Atari Lynx is a good one. And ColecoVision, that's obscure.
I used to have a Texas Instrument TI-994A. It was a computer, but it played, but it was like you could buy it in parts, and I only had like the keyboard, but it had a cartridge slot in it, and you could play like different games on there. And they had like some like Pac-Man knockoff called Munchman, where you would like fill the board up as opposed to eating it all.
They got sued for that, and they won the lawsuit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Atari tried to take them to court for that.
Nice.
No, what's it called?
Actually, I got a question for everybody. Does anybody consider the PlayStation Vita obscure? That's one.
That is an underappreciated system.
No, thank you. That's about me, because it's become my favorite portable console of all time. Just seriously. If not that, I'd probably say the Neo Geo Pocket Color.
Yes! I would say for the man who asked the question wearing the Atari Jaguar shirt, the Atari Jaguar.
Yeah! You know it's trash, but I think the N-Gauge is neat. Yeah, I know. I agree with that too. It's absolutely trash.
I'm collecting for it right now. It's awesome.
It's like a PlayStation.
It's like
honestly, the 3DO had a couple of good games on it.
Yeah, Street Fighter 2 versus 3DO was really good.
It's very engaging.
I don't know how obscure it was, but nowadays, I guess the TRS-80, Tandy TRS-80. I mean, it came up in a day with like the TI-99 and the Commodore 64 and all that stuff.
The Vectrex.
Vectrex, okay. Scott Squatch, ladies and gentlemen. He did intros though. So this is his second Houston one and 5th overall, right? Fifth Retropalooza overall. Awesome. Good question. Next, let's go with who had obscure system.
Did anyone say the Turbo Express?
You just did.
Okay, because there's so few systems that you can take the home game and take it on the go with you until the Switch now, obviously, and Nomad, those only one. So yeah, Express for sure.
Yo, down here. Internet meme?
Heavy breathing.
Aaron Koshowski. No one knows who that is, but he's hilarious and you should check him out. Unintentionally hilarious.
Say the Heavy Breathing Cat. I think it's still my favorite. Pretty much anytime I ever see people posting what they find on Facebook and whatnot, and I really want it that badly, it's just the Heavy Breathing Cat.
Anyone else have one?
Is it a meme? I was going to say Chad Vader. I still love those old shows. You remember Chad Vader? Yeah. It was a great show. Yeah, excellent.
I love the He-Man. Hey, what's going on? And then it always goes, it gets taken down and puts back up again. But somebody remixed like a Little John song with a song from Lazy Town.
Oh, yes.
I love that. That's so good. Easy way to bake a cake. Yeah! You gotta find it. I will not repeat some of the words, but it's awesome.
A lot of frosting.
I don't remember the origin, but the guy who goes, got him! That's been my... No, it wasn't H3. It wasn't H3. It's the black guy on the phone who tries to prank call.
These nuts.
Oh, it's these nuts.
Got him!
Classic.
Next question.
Let's do you. Yeah.
I know you guys have most of you guys have large video game collections from common stuff to more rare stuff. But what's the one game in your collection that has the most sentimental value to you?
Good question. Wow.
Since I'm holding the microphone still, I grew up in a house full of video games, and I was swiftly not allowed to be in that house anymore at about 16, so I didn't have access to any of my games, but I managed to get my brother to sneak me two of my favorite games for GameCube, but they're the only games I have from what I would consider my childhood. I was getting a bit older there, and it's Lost Kingdoms 1 and 2 for GameCube. I don't know if anyone's ever played those games. They're really fun, really underrated. I keep meaning to do a video about them, but they're the only two games I have from my childhood. So if my house caught on fire, the first two things I'm grabbing is that, and then whatever else I can carry.
Would please make a video on those two. My wife would love you forever.
Okay, I will. They're really great games. Lost Kingdoms 1 and 2.
I probably have to say for me, obviously not counting Sonic, I'd probably say mine is going to be El Viento on the Genesis. I think it's because it was the first real cinematic style game that really got me invested, and I played this so many times that no matter how much it's worth, how rare it is, it's super close to my heart. So that's probably, I'd say, my top choice.
I regret not having games from my childhood, but I was at my mom's recently, I would say, 6-9 months ago or something like that, and I was rummaging through her shit looking for video games, actually, and I found I think King's Quest 2 and 3 from the PC. So I snatched it. She's like, well, no, Dodongo. She don't call him Dodongo. She's like, Dodongo's supposed to get that. I'm like, fuck him. I'm taking these.
I gotta say, with beyond a shadow of a doubt, Mega Man 2 on the NES. Just, I can look back at that game as the game that got me into being a gamer, and I was just 4 years old when I first found it, and it just changed everything. It was my most wanted game for the longest time. Just so many memories attached to it.
As far as collections go, I still have my Super from when I was 12, and the thing still works. Honestly, the first game I ever got for it was Kirby's Dream Course.
Oh, really?
And it's like I liked it before Grumps made it popular. But as far as specific game memories go, I think Mega Man 5. Mega Man 5 is so underappreciated, and I hate to say it, I think it's infinitely better than 2.
You think it's better? Oh,
I think it's better than 2.
Them's fighting words. wait, but why?
I think it has a better soundtrack.
Okay.
I think overall it has better Robot Masters.
Okay.
Just overall.
Yeah.
I think
they got creative. You know how they did
think,
that, right? With the Nintendo Power, they actually asked people. It was a contest.
Yeah.
So,
that was for 6 though.
Yeah, I think it was for 5 in Japan.
For Japan, okay.
Yeah,
because 6 was for the worldwide.
Right.
But no, it's 5 has every level does something different, drastically different.
Yes.
With the exception of Gyro Man and who's the gym guy? I can't even remember. Crystal Man. Thank you. They were pretty blah, but the other soundtracks were really good.
Yeah.
You had Proto Castle, then Wily Castle, which was twice as long.
Extremely challenging.
And it was also the introduction of the Charge Buster, so that was really innovative. It completely changed the way I played it.
I think 4, wasn't it 4?
Oh no, I'm sorry. That is 4. 5 got the sound
they perfected it.
Yeah. It was wider.
Yeah.
But for me, it's I remember I was trying to beat Charge Man's stage for 3 hours, and I remember sitting there with a headache, eating dinner begrudgingly. I'm like, I'm gonna do it.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Charge Man stage music goes dun dun dun
No, that's Stone Man.
That's Stone Man.
Dun,
And Mega Man 5, at least I got
dun,
that.
dun, 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 dun.
Oh, sorry.
The Mega Man panel.
It's all about Mega Man Soccer.
For me, one of the first video games I ever played was Kirby's Adventure.
Yes!
Woo! I played some more games after that, but that's the first game I ever beat. And so that was just, and I still have my original cartridge from 20 plus years ago now. So yeah, totally that one.
For me, it's probably Super Mario Kart, just because like in middle school, I would remember staying after middle school and playing specifically Super Mario Kart with friends, and like I got to know my friends I still know today playing that game. So that's probably my choice.
I don't have the original from when I was a kid, but TMNT 2, the arcade game, and Rescue Rangers for the NES, because I got them both on Christmas. So I would used to play them all the time, and I also used them for a science fair project. But I didn't get a good grade on it. It was to determine if playing those two games with two players would lead to a faster time than one player. But I kind of didn't write as much science stuff on my science fair board and just put a bunch of pictures of turtles and Rescue Rangers all over it. So they liked the idea, but I got a C for not having more research. Look at me now, science.
Can't wreck science. Current addition to my collection I just got that's super exciting is Shantae for the Game Boy Color. Yeah. I did, I haven't made it. So I made it, but I haven't posted it yet. I'm waiting for the devs to like give me approval for it. Yeah, so Shantae is a very popular game for the Game Boy Color, right, that everyone wants. I made friends with the guys at WayForward who made the game, and one of the lead developers for Shantae, Jimmy, was moving to the UK with his wife, and he didn't know how rare the Shantae game was, and so I told him about it, and he was like, all right, yeah, I'll take a stab and start selling a couple of them. And he ended up like not only selling the ones he had, but he made so much money that he was able to like live comfortably in the UK. So he was very excited, and he was like, hey, so as a thank you, I want to sell you one for super cheap. And I was like, great, how much? And he's like, $200. And I was like, for it sealed? And he's like, yeah, but on one condition, you have to make an unboxing video for it. So I said yes. So I paid him $200, and I had to make a video of myself opening a sealed game. And the collecting community is going to be so mad. But you know what?
Comments have been disabled on this video.
But hey, I'd rather people get mad at me than me having to have spent $1,000 to $1,500 for the game sealed, let alone $500 for it loose. So, I'm absolutely gonna play it. Like that's the thing, is that I'm the guy that like, if I want something sealed, I'll buy two and then open one. But if I want to play it, I'm gonna play it. Yeah.
Can we get a show of hands of who actually comes to these conventions to buy games that they're going to play? Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Awesome. Thank you. Very good.
Next question.
Wait, show of hands again. Then who actually plays the games they play and intend to play it? Okay, just making sure, because I don't.
Let's go gray shirt, top of the... Yeah. Character, Nintendo asked what character you want in Smash Brothers. Who did you guys choose? Or who would you have chosen?
I got him! Cloud.
I remember filling in the box as Alex Kidd.
I remember the best two options that were like highly voted that they just couldn't pick for reasons that I thought yes was Goku and John Cena.
Well, you can make a me of John Cena and put him in the game. There you go.
See, and my pick actually made it. Well, my first pick was already in the game, which was Sonic, so he already got it. But my other one made it in the game too, is Bayonetta.
I would say like one of the Resident Evil characters, because Resident Evil did have a pretty big presence on GameCube and stuff. So like Chris, something like that in there.
Yes, she was. I'm in the same boat. Like, I wanted Mega Man, and I got him, and my wife can certainly recount how hard I fanboyed over that. But no, like, I wanted either Shantae or Shovel Knight, because it would have worked so well, because they're simple and really iconic.
See, I'm just overly optimistic. Does anyone remember Star Tropics? Yeah. I want Mike Jones from Star Tropics.
Oh, yeah.
No one else wants him. With the yo-yo. That would be nice.
I apologize. I don't Smash Brothers at all. So I don't Smash Bros. You know who would be neat to see in that game though? And again, if he's already in there, again, I'm an idiot because I don't know. But he's probably not, most likely. Well, definitely not actually. Kratos from God of War.
Oh,
That's All Stars Battle Royale.
Right.
Yeah, but that game sucked.
But that's not Smash Brothers.
Actually, you know what would be cool in the next one now would be, now they have that Blaster Master Zero, if you get that Jason guy in his tank to somehow be in it, that'd be pretty cool.
Wouldn't it be great if the game developers and the game studios could get together, kind of like they did back in the day with Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and get this incredible fan service game like Nintendo versus Sega versus Sony, you know, put them all in the next Smash Brothers. That'd be amazing.
There you go. Problem solved. Next question. We're gonna go with Pasta Cool. Past cool. Way past cool. Pasta.
Did you eat Sonic's head?
Let's go to Olive Garden. No, it's melted.
Just, do you guys have any like other YouTubers you want to shout out? Just because you think that they need more.
Ricky Berwick. That dude is fucking amazing. If I'm having a shitty day, I put on fucking Ricky Berwick. He does like these really short. You know who he is?
Yeah, he
okay.
makes like short call-out videos. where
Yeah,
he's like,
yeah. Well, he does more than that.
Shit.
I mean, he'll do that too. He'll do that too. But he like one of my favorite things is he's like, I went to the store. It's titled I bought groceries or something like that. And he comes out there and he's like, look what I got. Sounds just like him, right? He's like, I got orange juice hip. And he does this tongue thing all the time where he's flicking his tongue. Go look, pull him up right now. And then he goes, moves it aside, and he goes, and more orange juice. And then he goes, and I got Reese's, and more Reese's, and more, like 5 fucking packs of fucking, the 8-pack Reese's peanut butter cups. It's fucking amazing. And then he did a follow-up video where he gets, in Canada, they're fucking weird up there, they like Kraft macaroni and cheese, they call Kraft dinner. Okay, so I guess they just eat mac and cheese for fucking dinner. And these you're laughing, dude, look him up. Fucking promise you, look him up, you won't regret it. You're gonna text me and be like, dude, you're fucking right. I'm gonna know what you're fucking talking about. So he does the same thing, right? He gets like some fucking poutine flavored chips or something. And then Kraft dinner, just packs of Kraft dinner, the 4 packs. Kraft dinner and more Kraft dinner. And anyway, I like Ricky Berwick.
He started calling out Keemstar on Twitter, and then Keemstar started replying, and they had this like back and forth where they were giving each other such shit. Like it's a bit. They were messing around, but they were tearing into each other. And honestly, it's the only time I looked at Keemstar and been like, you're pretty funny, because both of them together was pretty hilarious.
He just posted a video with iDubbbz. Y'all know who iDubbbz is? Yeah. So yeah, Ricky's the fucking man, dude. I love that guy. Anyone else?
There's a good channel.
I like the silence in the room when I said Keemstar, by the way. Like now I'm an enemy because I said his name. Sorry, John.
No, Media Glitch. I don't know if you guys know this guy's channel.
I was about to say that.
Joel, yeah, he's a great guy, and I just really enjoy his channel. He's a big Star Wars fan like myself, and just a big gamer and high production value, good guy.
He does a TV show out
in Albuquerque.
in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Local. Yeah, he's incredible. I'll just go ahead and say him because that was who was on my mind. He's fantastic, great production values because he does that local TV show, but it's on retro gaming, and just great personality. He shares a lot of personal stories too. He had battled drug addiction and stuff like that, and he talks about how retro games actually kind of saved him in that. Just incredible stuff, and just really great on camera, great energy. Definitely check out Media Glitch.
And he's a movie director as well.
He's a movie director as well. So.
I actually, the one I've gotten, trust me, all of you guys are awesome, but my current favorite YouTuber right now is Slopes Game Room. I'd say I love his work. He does his whole complete history videos and just outstanding production values, just all the amount of work and that he does to it. Like his Grand Theft Auto one is like an hour long, and you can tell that he puts so much labor and love into it. But if not that, Allie Flanagan, who I met you and Allie at Retropalooza Arlington, and
Little
she's
Australian
awesome
girl.
too. Yeah.
Scott Squatch?
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Okay, song. Sorry. There's this guy. He does almost exclusively Overwatch, but he dabbles in some other like military issues. This guy named Lieutenant Eddie. Like I've been in some of his videos. I love him to death. It's like he's basically like video game donkey, except like there's so much editing in his jokes. Like I can tell how much time he puts into it. But I also want to give a shout out to a whole bunch of like music channels that no one ever talks about because music is dying on YouTube. But like Botanic Sage is really good. Oishi I just found. Hidden Block Remix. I actually use a lot of his music in my work, and it's so good. Like, find music on YouTube because there's a lot of it, and YouTube does not promote it at all.
If you
go. It's cool. I got you.
I was gonna say, as far as music, there's a channel called Remix Maniacs, and they do like these trap and dubstep remixes of like old cartoon theme songs, and the kids should be. It's like some of it's like, oh my gosh, this is really banging. So I really like that. And then there's a guy, a different Ricky, Stu Dippin, who does a lot of nostalgia stuff, and he'll do $5 cosplays where he'll literally like buy like paper plates and construction paper and make his own like Sonic outfit out of it and stuff like that. So that's cool.
My buddy has a channel called Retro Game Remix, and he remixes like old video game music and makes a lot of them like really rock, but then some of them not. But to the point where it's so badass that I was showing Alpha once, and he was like, "That's pretty fucking metal." So
that was great impression.
That's pretty legit.
While we're on the subject, can we just talk about retro? Can we say Retro Liberty? You know, we miss them. I don't know who's been on it, but like, man, those guys are practically what really kickstarted me into wanting to do retro. I had already started, but Aaron and them.
Did you ever get a chance to meet them?
I never did.
Super fucking nice guys.
Yeah, never did.
Actually, on the way here, me and Aaron were emailing back and forward, and he wanted to say that he misses everyone and that he's really sorry, but he's doing a lot better now than the situation he was in before. So everything's looking up. So.
I just want to plug a buddy of mine. Anyone here Dex the Swede?
Oh, yeah, Dex is awesome.
He does like a lot of the similar stuff that like Peanut Butter Gamer and all that stuff do, but also includes a ton of like Ed and Eddie sound effects, and he's wacky and over the top. Go check out Dex the Swede. He puts in too much work and doesn't get enough credit.
I would say Norm, the gaming historian. That dude, I could watch Norm's videos on loop for years and just be happy as a clam the entire time.
I could watch Norm.
Okay, I don't watch a lot of YouTube. I just don't have the time. I don't watch any TV either. It's just not a thing. It's actually kind of a running joke. Like Pat and Rue used to fucking harass me all the time, be like, "Oh, have you heard of this guy?" I'm like, of course you haven't. But on long road trips, I like to put on YouTube, and Norm, actually, I'll put him on and just whatever plays next on whatever playlist I'm on. Yeah, Norm's pretty legit. He's pretty legit. Good question. Next.
Wish you were here, Norm.
Yes, ma'am.
My daughter actually asked me earlier today before we got here. She said, "Mom, you ever play duck hunt?" And I said, "Yeah." "Did you ever try to shoot the dog?" Honestly, who's ever tried to shoot the dog from duck hunt?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, you did. I heard you killed him at level 99. I'm like, I gotta do it.
Yeah, gotta get to level 99.
That's actually untrue.
Wait,
that's untrue.
I know. That's what makes it tragic.
I'm just saying.
How many fables and tall tales were there about duck hunt? Because my friend used to tell me that if you got to level 99, the whole screen turned to hell. Like you'd literally go to hell and hunt ducks.
But that's what his drugs kick.
6-year-old logic. Yeah. So, and I believed it.
I've heard. Does the light bulb thing actually work? Like if you shoot a light bulb, it kills the duck instantly. Is that really? Is that true? Has anyone ever tried that? Yeah. And then there's something about shooting into a mirror. I heard that one.
That could probably work.
I don't know. Fuck that dog.
The guns won't work on like modern CCTV.
Yeah, so
That was
Smash
my
Brothers,
choice.
you can kick his ass in that. You get your fucking retribution. We get a question over here.
What's a video game series that never got a sequel that you would like to see rebooted?
That's a good. Okay, video game series never got a sequel that you would like to see rebooted or continuation of.
A sequel is another release of that game.
Okay, can it be something that got a sequel?
Yeah.
No, let's go with the original. I fucked this question up. I don't want to do that. He's like, well, I guess, asshole. Sure.
I was gonna say the same thing with you on that. Like, there's a game, like, I love Brave Fencer Musashi. That's like one of my favorite PS1 games. And it had a horrible PS2 sequel that no one should ever play, but I'd love to see them go back to that.
Someone said Chrono Trigger?
I was about to say Chrono Trigger. Dude,
Capcom vs. SNK.
Chrono Trigger deserves something better than Chrono Cross. I'm sorry.
Similar vein, The World Ends With You on DS had a tease for a sequel, and then it was just a mobile port. It was trash. That game needs a sequel.
Definitely got to say,
Go ahead.
got to say Comic Zone. Comic Zone. If that game got more refined in a sequel and it wasn't as hard, it would have been perfection.
What year was it that we were all watching E3 and then Conkers popped on the screen?
2 years ago.
And we were like, our lives are complete. No, he's part of a shitty game that I can't even remember the name of right now. Project Spark.
One game I would really absolutely love to see come back, and granted there was, I guess, is Mario Paint. But like, now granted there was Mario Artist on like the DD and stuff, but it really wasn't really much of a sequel, right? But I would love to, I think it would look cool, like with the touchscreen. You can just,
It's called Super Mario Maker. No.
Games like Pokemon Art and whatnot, but that's not the same.
I can't really think of like a one-off that should have gotten a sequel, but kind of maybe a spin-off. You said Mario Maker. How about a Mario Kart Maker? That would be pretty legit, right?
Hope you're listening, Nintendo.
Or like Sonic Maker.
Yes, thank you.
Like a Sonic, like a Mario Maker, but with Sonic. I think that would be a lot of fun.
We need that.
That'd be good.
Or if you can make like your own Legend of Zelda dungeons, that'd be pretty. Like from like 8-bit style. That'd be cool.
How about a Q-Bert Maker?
I would love Q-Bert to come back. I think Q-Bert needs a comeback. Pixels cannot be Q-Bert's comeback.
You know how in Mario Maker when you can like switch between the ages? If they do a Zelda one, they should make Wand of Gamelon a switch. So you can make it look like that.
That's canon Breath of the Wild.
That would be so good.
So crazy.
I think I'm gonna go a little obscure with mine. Who here has played Burning Rangers on the Saturn? Anybody? Deserves, needs sequel. Totally. I love that game.
If we want to talk about games with sequels that I want to see another one of, I really enjoyed Destroy All Humans. I like to see them destroy all humans.
How about Sunset Riders?
Yes. You win. That's there.
Well, I mean, what about Cowboys of New Mesa? That's kind of like Sunset Riders too. So, I mean, like,
I remember that cartoon.
Wild Guns, yeah.
Wild Guns.
Oh, Wild Guns.
Yeah.
Wild Guns needs to come back. It kind of did, but it's like a new game. Yes.
Next question. Right here.
What any canceled game would you like to see come out?
So back in the day, Nintendo Power had announced that New Kids on the Block were getting a Super Nintendo game. And it never happened because, you know, my thing for Jordan Knight, so that.
what was the question?
Cancelled video games. Alan Wake 2 was like it felt like almost done when they scrapped it to make Quantum Break instead. And then they released Alan Wake as DLC with Quantum Break, so I was like, it's time! But then it never happened.
Just because I'm a huge Castlevania fan, I always wanted to see what Castlevania, was it the Dreamcast one? Whatever, I can't remember the name of it, but they were making a Castlevania Dreamcast game, and it got canned, so. Yeah, female protagonist in it. It would have been, it looked cool. It was really cool.
I would love to see this is not really a game, but it's a system, but the Nintendo PlayStation actually come out, like with a CD attachment for the Super Nintendo. That'd be sweet.
I know there were several different attempts at doing it, but Streets of Rage. I would have liked to have seen Streets of Rage 4, which I guess kind of became Fighting Force, but it's like, no, it's not the same, really.
Or even like Final Fight.
Yeah. Well, we got
Honestly, like I wanted them to just straight up cancel Duke Nukem Forever and just do it again. Cause like you can like I know other people have said it, but you can actually cut that game in half and look at the FPS as it evolved. Like it started off campy and then it went dark and then it just went militaristic and gritty. And it's like just scrap the whole thing and just do it again and keep with one setting.
You know, it was ultimately for the best, but I would have liked to see Final Fantasy VII on 64. Obviously, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't have done good. Like a proper RPG on the 64 that was full scale. Obviously, it's for the best. That didn't happen. Well, that's my argument. That's my entire argument.
I mean, they stuffed Resident Evil 2 on N64. It could have been done.
You never know.
They have to put 2 expansion packs in there.
Wait, what was the Mega Man game that they were trying to do on? There was like that incredible. No. He knows what I'm talking about.
There was a Mega Man Maker.
Yes, it was a Mega Man
Where you could build
Maker.
your own levels and build your own Mega Man.
Capcom, like they announced it, there was a trailer, everything, and then they just flushed it down the toilet.
Was it unlimited?
Universe. That was it. Mega Man Universe. That would have been. What was it for? What was it supposed to be for?
I think it was for I think it was gonna be for everything because Capcom at that point was like make everything for every system, whatever.
They went as far as a trailer, everything.
It was a good trailer.
I saw something online that there was supposed to have been, like this would have been way back, but there was supposed to have been a Gremlins arcade game.
Whoa!
Yeah, and it was gonna be like you would be Billy's mom fighting gremlins in the kitchen, and then it would switch to Billy going outside with a flashlight, and then it would switch to Gizmo in the car fighting Stripe, and it's just like it was kind of like the Indiana Jones game where you had like the 3 different things, and then there was like art of what it would look like, and I just thought that'd be really cool.
You could totally make a survival, like you could make like an indie survival horror game of Gremlins because you got the flashlight thing.
Right. Oh, there was also supposed to be like a PS2 GameCube where you could play Gremlins. It was gonna be like a third person shooter, but you could either play it as Gizmo or play it as Stripe, and then depending on which side you were. So, and there was also supposed to be a Gremlins animated series that was supposed to come out. Gremlins got a lot of stuff canceled.
Okay, if we answer quickly, we could probably squeeze in like 3 more questions. So let's go with Black, your shirt's been up, your hand's been up, shirt's been up. Please don't put your shirt up. I didn't hear you, I'm sorry. A horror game on the PS2? Like what's my favorite one on PS2? Resident Evil 4. I mean, it's not like fucking blood and guts and shit, but
Castlevania, Curse of Darkness. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with Ghost Hunter. I think that one's just, it was a lot of fun to play.
I can't get Eternal Darkness out of my head.
Oh man,
Yeah, Nintendo let that one go, man. It's a wonderful game.
Okay, another question. Have you asked one yet? Let's do you.
From all the games that y'all played all your lives, what would be your favorite video game soundtrack? A soundtrack that totally gets you right in the mood. Like something you would even play right now and just get into it.
Donkey Kong Country 2. David Wise is a god.
I'm gonna say Streets of Rage 2, Yuzo Koshiro.
I'm gonna say Batman Sunsoft. Then yes.
Woo! That's uncanny. No, not the X-Men. I was gonna say Batman, the Genesis one. That's what I was gonna say. The Genesis. I love the NES one, but the Genesis one, man. Okay, let's give it up for Genesis bass. Yeah. Anyone? Come on. I mean, the bass, and specifically Sunsoft. I mean, they were the king of bass and drums on anything they touched. So yeah, Batman, Sega Genesis.
And we're talking about music that was made specifically for the game, not like a GTA compilation or anything like that. Well, if we want to go that route, fucking Vice City. Yeah. That one's legit. But the other way, Rayman Legends has a really good soundtrack.
I'm gonna say Anamanaguchi soundtrack for Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Yes! Flower?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
One more question. You want to pick it?
Oh man, put me on the spot. Let's do 2.
For each of y'all personally, what is a game that you
No low-hanging fruit like eating.
Totally rad on NES.
No, incorrect. You don't know how to play the game. We've had this conversation several times. So many times, Jay. When you start the game, you have access to every ability by pressing select. And every time we talk about this, you go, oh, really? Yes, really.
Really?
Snake King!
Without a doubt, Awesome Possum. Awesome Possum on Sega Genesis is like, it should never have been made. It's awful.
Okay, it may not be the worst game I've ever made, but I just absolutely hate and despise it because I had such high hopes. Not the real Strider 2, Strider Returns, Journey from Darkness. It's just awful, awful, so disappointing.
Bubsy. I will throw down. I'll throw down right now.
The original Bubsies was actually good.
Yeah, I love moving at sonic speed with one-hit kills into banana peels
And fall damage.
and fall damage in a platformer.
It's glide on his belly, man. That's how you gotta do it.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna say it. Smash Brothers.
Hiss!
Shot fired.
Hiss!
He says this every year.
Every time.
You can beat him up after the con.
Fuck Smash Brothers.
I don't know if this is low-hanging fruit, but Cuss's Revenge, if you guys ever played that, it's so bad. The game was so
Yeah, it's kind of bad. Yeah.
Beat him and eat him.
Beat him in there.
All of those.
It might be low-hanging fruit, but Superman 64 is just... It's so bad. Like it was like, ah, it's okay, it's bad. And I played, it's like, no, this is no.
Oh, dude, play Aquaman on the GameCube.
No.
Universal Studios on GameCube. Was. Trash Pickup Simulator.
Excuse me?
One more question. Your hand was up first.
What was the first video game you played, and did you even like it, or what was the feeling when you actually played it?
I was like 6. I didn't have a choice but to like it. I like every game when I'm 6.
I mean, like, did you pass it, or did you get
Maniac Mansion was the first memory I have of playing a video game, and I couldn't have a better one, honestly. It started a whole love for point and clicks.
Have you played the new one? Or they have a new, I forget what it's called, like Tumbleweed Park, or have you guys heard of this?
What did you just say?
It's the same guys who made Maniac Mansion.
Okay, we're going to have to talk about this later, because I did not know that.
Yeah, there's a new game.
Okay, we will talk.
I know it's really cliche, but the original Super Mario Brothers for me, because it was the first time that I could convince my father that games were good for me. Because being 6 years old, I understood the concept of world and subworld, which is like a weird mathematical thing that a 6-year-old should not know at that time. So honestly, like that's the best thing for me.
I'll try to tell a really quick story about my first game I ever played. It was Space Harrier. We had a running joke. We've had the same answers. Like he says, that's mine too. No, but so the first, I'm told, my dad used to tell me that Space Harrier was the first game I ever played in the arcade. I was 2 years old. He used to tell me that because it was at the first film that I ever went and saw that he took me to see in the theater as a 2-year-old, which was Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And so that game, ever since I played, it's funny, I played it when I was 2 years old, and yet I can't remember that memory, but it became one of my favorite games a few years later. So I just love Space Harrier, and it's a kind of a fun story.
Mine is probably Smurf Rescue for the ColecoVision. You guys ever played that before? But it's like a kind of simple game, but it's very nostalgic for me. Yeah.
One of the first games I played was Kirby's Adventure, but the first game I played was Chubby Cherub on the NES. Not Mario, and it has a day-night cycle. When I was like 4, that blew my mind. It was so realistic. There's buildings and it goes from sun to moon.
Like, was it a slow transition?
Yeah. Every few seconds it changes stuff.
Did that too.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. One of the good things about that game.
Let's see. Empire Strikes Back on 2600 is my first game memory. So I don't think we had video games at the time. I wasn't like 7 when this shit came out. This would have been though probably like 84, 85.
Mine would have to be Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man because I remember there was always a game that would be in the grocery store. so anytime my parents had to go grocery shopping, I just asked for a quarter and just go play that. So.
I think mine would have to be, if I can, as far back as I can remember, is Vanguard on the Atari 5200. And it also was, it pretty much explains why I have such a love for side-scrolling vertical shmups. And plus that music still always gets me to do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do when you get invincible. I remember when I actually had my first smartphone, that was my ringtone for the longest time. That's cool.
Gerard.
What's up? Werewolf for the NES. It was the only game I had for like about 2 years of my life, and I loved it. But it's a bad game. Don't play
underrated.
it. I love it, but it's like everyone else is gonna hate it.
The guilty pleasure.
Yeah, I mean, look, you can't deny that Werewolf has like an incredible soundtrack. You start playing it, and you're like, I'm ready to rock and roll, and then you get past stage 2, and you're like, okay, I think I'm done playing video games for a while.
I've always wanted to do a video on Werewolf and Wolfchild, like a combo video.
You don't
where it's like talking about the two. Yeah, I think I can do it.
Do you want to get that picture real quick before we sound off? We're gonna do a 3D panorama. 3D. We are 3D, I guess, but a 360. That's what I meant.
Oh.
Too many numbers this weekend.
Oh. Okay. Yes, please put the Sonic ice cream up.
So I got a question. Is this gonna rotate or is this?
Oh.
Okay, let's go. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at.
There's going to be a bunch of faces looking at this thing so fascinated.
Yeah, everybody put like your hands up, go crazy.
Yeah, pretend y'all had fun this weekend. I was like, oh, okay, I can do that.
Probably get one more.
I feel like I'm posing for a picture in the 1800s.
Just 3 more hours of waiting. Almost done. All right, here we go. Last one.
Awesome.
Thank y'all very much. Thank y'all very much. We will see y'all next year. Yes, we're coming back again, and Facebook, Retropalooza, Twitter, the Retropalooza. We will announce dates as soon as we get them. Thank y'all very, very much, and we will see y'all next year.